What's going on, man? Uh-huh. And you know what that means? I'm a messy guy. I can't do trains live until I get 50 subscribers, and you know, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get 50 subscribers before I can do any kind of train live. And up here in this area, they run during the daytime until when it gets warmer out. I see. Oh, is you giving me three? How do you give me three? You got three different girls. You got three wives. You got three wives. Richard, you got three wives, three girlfriends. He always like a good train. Woo woo. They run during the daytime up in here, and then once it gets warm out, then I can do some evening stuff. But you got three accounts, huh? On account of yeah, I got I got four, I think. Um, it's I don't know how to pin. How do you pin? How do you pin? How do you pin? I'll keep saying it until somebody answers me. All right, so you're on the SUPERGLIDE channel, and then you subscribe to the railroad one, and then here's the scrapping one that I don't have enough people on. That's a long ways from doing any kind of live stuff on that one. Oh, that way. Okay. That's what you're talking about. I can do it this way too. How's that? That's my second one run. I just said hello, Richard, on. And that's actually that's my third one. And here's my fourth one. And that's my other one. And you already got the other one. That's my other two right there, Richard. The Don Scrapper. You already did the train one last night, and oh, you forgot the name of the train one. There you go. It's up there. That's all of them, and you're already on the one I got that I'm running right now. It's the only ones I got going. I can't split any more off because I can't even get caught up on those. All you spend your time is doing videos and putting them up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's no S on it. If you put an S on it, it won't work. But that's how I have it put up, though. See how it's put up like that? But if you try to put it up like that, it won't even show up. It's a Google mishap. I don't know. I don't think it's all together, but there's no S on the end. I put it with S on the end because of rail fans. Everybody has fans, the whole fans thing. But if you type it in, it doesn't show. You can't get it in without the. Anyways. Okay, so if you guys are out there and you want to know any of the rest of my channels, they're right there. And as you can tell, the only ones second in line to have 50 subscribers so I can do live, it would be the along the rail fans. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just I cut some more motors open and I'm just doing that. It's kind of late to get down here, so. Where are we all from tonight? We had snow over the yesterday all day long, Sunday, and today Monday. Now the sun's back out and the wind started picking up again, but it didn't dump any more snow. But they said again by the middle of the week, towards the end of the week, we're supposed to get some more snow. But again, I haven't seen the flowers come up yet. As soon as I see these little crocuses or whatever they are, I know it's spring, and I haven't seen any yet. I have some up by my water spigot, right out in the middle where the sun can hit them, and I haven't seen those flowers yet. So that tells you that spring is not here yet. At least here. It's 65 in Philadelphia tomorrow? Says who? Says who? Who's saying that? The news is saying that? Is the news saying that? Here, let me bring you over here. I'll bring you over here. Now you can see what I'm doing, right? Right? Here, here somewhere. There we go. Wonder if that guy's gonna stop in tonight and tell me my camera mount's terrible. Your camera mount's terrible. You need a new one. This is some more cuppers. More cuppers. More cuppers. One more down, one more down. One more down. I made a new wrench for this thing. I made a new wrench. Instead of having to use that other wrench. Instead of using this thing all the time. I made a T-handle one. So I was going to do the other night, but I didn't have a piece of pipe. Give me a workout. This is some of the older ones. Some of the older ones. In case you can't tell that by the camera. You know what I mean? 65. Sorry, I turned the volume off for a minute. I was making a call, and I don't want that all over the YouTube. Looks like you made it to the weekend, eh? Made it to the weekend? I noticed you didn't shut the power off on us yet. That was probably good. Because it got kind of windy over here big time. We thought everything was going to blow away. You know what I mean? You can see your gravel in the driveway. That's a plus. Does it need attention or what? Does your gravel in your driveway need some attention? Is that what you're saying? You guys see anything what I'm doing here? Because I can't tell. I can't tell if you can see what I'm doing or not. I think you can. Kind of. So I'm just taking these little plastic insulators off the windings, and I don't know. I don't know if they give me more money for it, doing all that or not. Probably not, because they're gonna say, you missed some. You missed a couple. You didn't get them all. And I'm going to say, yep, I'm right. You can tell where I kind of like stopped because I was like tired. Oh, so you got, yeah, because it turned Sunday, probably just in the afternoon, it turned to rain, and then it went to slush, and then it went to over to snow. Which was a lot of fun. Really was. Oh, I can just say prove it? Oh, there's none of that stuff's left. We got some snow on the ground, but it's mostly like down the center of like my hill. It's cleaned off, and on the sides it's still some snow, but there must have been What, you want me to show you how much snow we got? Is that what you're saying? I think the camera will run that far out. Yeah, like the sun was, yeah, it's getting dark now, but the sun was out for a bit. And I made a T-handle. Just made it today because I started putting that wrench on it. I just need to take and I'm thinking I'm gonna like made it 2 holes. So I'm gonna tack 2 tacks and that'll keep that from coming out of there. You know what I mean? How'd you like my wrench? I think I'm going to do a little bit more of this. Maybe tomorrow I'll start doing that motorcycle thing. Give myself a break from this stuff. That motorcycle thing won't take long. It'll take longer to get the wheel off than it will to put the shoes on. This one's an aluminum one. Luminoid. And that one's almost full. I think I had a barrel with some of this aluminum stuff in it already, but yeah. What do we got left? 1 or 2 left. Oh no! I got them all. I got them all. I got a bunch of motors still to take apart. Ooh. I hauled some of these guys in. Hello, where you at? There you go. I hauled some of these guys in yesterday, or the day before the snow. I hauled a bunch of these in. That we had saved up from last year. Just a few. Just that many. Right there. Right there. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11 of them I got left to do. And some more there. But them are the easy ones. These are the small, easy ones to take apart. Where you at? This mountain's bouncing around on the ceiling again. Not too many to do, but they do take a little bit of time to take them all apart. Most of those are all These ones should be all copper, these small ones, because they should be out of wash machine motors. I'm supposed to have these all done instead of messing around with the fume thing. But the problem with the fume thing is I've been trying to get to that. I've been trying to get to that guy for quite a while. I keep putting it off. It's always something. It always looks like there's always something more important, you know what I'm saying? Is it you talking about the idler pulley was bad on it? Because a lot of those idler pulleys will just will tank. Because there's that's the way. That's not the way you take it out of there, because that even takes longer to do it. That even takes longer to do it that way. I mean, somebody needed the motor, man. I'm telling you, because they want like. I don't know what they want. $50 for them on eBay. So unfortunately, the problem with that is it's the shipping is craziness. Did you guys lose did you lose me for a bit there or something? Because my monitor's just catching up with me showing you the motors. This guy, I just took one of these, a few of these apart. The other day, and there you go. I've had some of these. Some of them have had I like aluminum in them. Other than the aluminum that I'm digging out, aluminum, more aluminum. If that makes sense. Alright, so I gotta figure out what size that was. The 8mm? There you go. are some nice screws, but I'll never use them. I put them in my nice bins, and then one thing, the lock washers on there are really nice. Really nice lock washers, but you can't get them off because it's like they slid the lock washer on and then they, look at that. Look at that. I think they slid the lock washer on first and then they threaded it in. What do you think? Is that possible? Use a chisel? Yeah. Is that how they did that? You guys got the brains over there in Canada. They, the idiots sucked them all out of us so far with all these nonsense. Is that how they did it? There we go. I'm getting a bin full of those guys. A bin of those. Wonderful. I'm waiting for this to come over my monitor. You can see how far I'm behind on this monitor here. Seriously. Right now it's just, let me show you how far it's behind. See it? I'm just taking that apart. And right here, I'm showing you this. Yeah. Well, what's happened to Google? They're behind? Yeah, it's still taking it apart. I don't think that's very efficient. What do you think? My efficiency is lacking. It is on my phone. Oh, that is my phone there. This is my monitor. You know, you're seeing this. You're not seeing that, are you? Because now it's just caught up to me looking at you guys. Enough of that nonsense. All right. All right. I had one more that I cut. You guys aren't even seeing me now. You're not seeing me at all. So how was your day today? Mine was all right, I guess. I mean, it was okay. Kept looked like it was going to do some raining or something all day. Because it was kind of cloudy. But it didn't. No cloudiness. I'm getting closer on my doing my live train stuff. Somebody subscribed last night 3 times to help me get beyond the hump. It was Richard, I guess. Richard? Yeah, I think it was Richard. Yeah, I don't know. I want to say I remember, but how do you like my wrench, huh? That was your idea, wasn't it? Wasn't that your idea to do that? Your water pump on your truck has play in it? Is that what I'm thinking? So you took the belt off and your water pump your water pump's roached, huh? Well, don't buy one from America. There ain't no much better over here. Besides, they're going to charge you more for it. I wouldn't. Just that idiot. Oh, I'm not supposed to be talking politics, by the way. That's what the manager told me. Quit talking politics. Nobody wants to hear it. That's a lot. In case you didn't know that. It's probably coolant start breaking down in it. And I'm sure. Unless you're a big maintenance kind of guy, which I want to say you put 60 hours a week in work, don't you? Don't you put like 60 hours a week in at work? Go car, go race, go. Are you out there still? Hello there. I don't. Two hours to drive to work. Let me tell you, 2 hours drive to work and then 2 hours back. Holy shit. It's still a long time. It's still a long time. I think. You've been doing it 14 years, though. So you're... I know when I lived in the Detroit area, I lived up on one side of the suburbs, and I drove from the other side. So if I was flustered about whatever work was, the time I got home, I don't know if I forgot, but I was less flustered. Less flustered. Is that a word? Less blistered. Blistered? Less blistered. I don't know why I'm doing that first. Shouldn't take that. The manager was talking about getting a new vise. That's what he said. Oh, I'm gonna get a new vise. I'm like, really? Yeah, get a new vise. Woo! This is a plastic one, I think. Maybe not. This may be one of those ones I was telling you about. It was aluminum. Yeah, it is. It's got aluminum piece in the middle. There we go. No, not there. Not in that piece. All right, so you do. Your job is to do cars. So the question I have for you is, does the locomotives come to the site, your site, and remove them? Or do you guys have a little switcher that you guys have on site that brings them to a spot where the train comes and picks them up? Use a chisel. This thing, I like to break those screwdrivers because I paid big money for them. They Snap-on ones, and if I break them, then I get another one. That makes me feel like I'm ship them. So the wheel trucks are already off, so you just got the top part. So they put it on semi trucks and deliver them that way on a transport. So I'm thinking a transport's a semi truck, right? They're going to China. These are all going to China. Right? Is that what I'm getting? They're going to China? Oh, really? Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. All right. 2 more. Yeah, these are probably about 50 cents if I'm lucky. A 2-inch plate liner on the bottom door. Is that what I'm if I'm understanding the bottom hopper doors, or are we talking about the bottom hopper doors? I mean, they gotta be different than the ones I've seen, I would think. Hard plates. Okay, so the bottom, so these rotary, the whole gondola rotates when they're dumping them. Do they have a rotary dumper? They dump sideways so they don't go underneath the bottom, right? Okay, so it does. So it does have doors underneath the bottom that rotate up. Okay. Because why I say that is in Florida, I don't have any. We actually had a stepfather that worked for CSX, and he retired out of the Florida location, and he took us to the phosphate plant where the cars would come in one after another, and the unit would lock down on the couplers and rotate and dump the stuff. We were able to climb up the ladders in there, and it probably wasn't the best up to smell, but I can only remember the smell. This is 15 years ago or something. I have to look up a video. Oh, okay. I have to take a short run up to the house, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm waiting for my phone to catch up. That's some interesting hopper cars. Huh. Wow. Oh my goodness. 20. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a lot of weight. You have to x-ray them too. Huh. What did they have to x-ray them for? Oh, I see. What would be the purpose behind x-raying them anyways? Because of something in there or something? Would there be something in there? Did it have to x-ray them for? Oh, I see. When they're building them, they don't have to x-ray them. I got it. That would really mess up their stuff that they had to x-ray them all, huh? This one's totally even different than the other ones. So who welds them? A robot? Because to have a welder on them all day long, that would probably toast somebody if they had to weld them all day long. All right, get that loose. don't know if this is one of those plastic ones or aluminum one. I think it's one of those aluminum ones. Yep. Yep. A new kid welds them all. Holy crap. He won't be new very long. His arm's got to fall off. Okay, I'm going to read this again, and I'll try to keep a straight face. Okay. He's a good welder most of the time. I'm not laughing, really. Monday, Tuesday is not a good day, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, probably better. This one is going to kill me. The smell. Can you smell it? Can you smell it over there? Boy, you know. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's a whole lot of shit. That's a lot of welding, dude, I'm telling you. That's a lot. Hey, look at that. Look, I finally got some good stuff here. Now I can't use these though. But I got some lock washers and I might be able to save these ones for something because they're small. I might be using those. I've got a nice washer. If I had to buy a lock washer right now, it's about 8 cents. Last time I checked, 8 cents. It could be 15 cents a lock washer now for those cheap ones. Yeah, the plastic smelling. Not that bad though. If you like the plastic smell, I don't mind it that much. It's not like on fire. If I was on fire smoking in here, I might be running for the door because that stuff burns your eyes big time. That plastic smell. All right. Woo. A narrow escape. I saved a lot of those bearings off those motors. And let me tell you, it's just a weird size. I even like had some motors that the bearings were toast on it, and I'm like, hey, I got all these bearings. Well, guess what? Yeah, they're just a weird size. It's kind of like they made the motor to fit the bearings because it was cheaper. It's kind of like, hey, I got 1,000 of these motors and these bearings, and I want you to machine the shaft on all these motors to fit all these bearings so I can use these bearings up. All right, company? And he would still save them. Let me go show you the drawer. I think they're still over here. Let's see. Yeah, well, they're kind of mixed. I need to give myself a break from the see, this is where I'm turning you guys off. This is where I turn you guys off, okay? This is the drawer of my toolbox where I save all them good precious stuff. So there's all those bearings back there, and some big bearings I got, and some or other we got these coins that we saving, and like brass, something, off your propane, whatever. So all these things I'll never use, I'm gonna say I've saved. That's all brass, more brass. And then I got one of these things that somebody said it was a good idea to propane your tanks from your big tank, and there's some more stuff in that one. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, nothing, not really. Most of it's right there. I think I took a bunch of them out, but I don't know where I did with them. This is the toolbox that's missing the drawer. This is the Craftsman box that misses a drawer, but we didn't pay nothing for it. It was free, so we use what we can use. And yeah, so I saved quite a lot of. Looks like gold. Looks like gold. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be. Yeah, I took a bunch of those out, and I don't know. That will be like a video. We can do that. They come out pretty easy though. you get some sort of a little fork. You get a little fork to go underneath them and just tap on them. They'll just come right out. But yeah, the bearings aren't very much. What are bearings a piece now? $3. $3 a Chinese bearing. But yeah, yeah. I didn't live in I'm not old to live through the Great Depression, but my mother did. She said, and she told me all about it. And so I got that disease of don't throw anything away that's could be worth value, and my garage shows it. I just haven't. When I was young, I liked to do the little trade thing, the little the trade up kind of thing, where you trade up for when you trade somebody else, you got to trade something for what you get, you something better than they get, but they get what they want. I like to do that. That was fun, but the the people that you're dealing with these days, uh, they just I don't know, they just buy something. You know what I'm saying? It's because I say it's because they got credit cards and they don't have to pay. They don't have to think until the bill comes. And that's what I've been told. I really probably don't know that much about it. Oh yeah. They don't smell that bad. It's not that bad. Like, what are you doing? Just being out. Yeah, this one has aluminum inside of it, but anyways. Where's that chisel at? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! That was close. I got it close. Yeah, they would probably catch on. You guys do-yourselfers would just put grease in them. Yeah. I got it sliced, so it should just come right off there. I just, I don't know. Might have something to do with being tired. Think? Oh, yeah. Yep. They do, too. The grease all gets spun out to the outside of it, and all that and just came off. What are you guys doing over there? You can't see nothing over there. Get back over here. There you go. Now you can see something. Yeah, it does. It does wipe out the bearing. But you can put grease in them and, you know, get a little bit more life out of them. Or better yet, you just use it for a bit, tear it apart, and grease it. So don't just keep running it till it go no more. Part of that throw it away society we're in. Except for I don't know. Two more. That's about it for the easy ones. And then I got let's do one more easier one. This is one of the easy ones, right? This is the easy one. Yeah. Look at that, will you? This was easy. Easier, you know what I'm talking about. It's not the one where I had to take a beat everything apart. Because I got wow. I don't know why I'm using this tamper-proof ones on this. I shouldn't be. Because what did I just do? Oh, there it goes. These are tamper-proof bits. They're Milwaukee's, and they seem to last longer than the cheap ones. Cheap ones, cheap. A lot of highway scale bearings. Oh, you're talking about wheel bearings. Yeah, I tend to agree with you on some of that, but on the other end of it, the wheel bearings are so cheap. The quality of the steel that they use is I mean, that's how they make money, is by selling you. Right. Well, it's because, again, it has to do with that we're a throwaway society, and you know, you put a wheel bearing in, and some people just don't even torque it down, or don't even know that. They just gun it down with whatever, and they last a little bit, and you got to replace them. And then they say it's a cheap wheel bearing. Well, you're not going to get the expected life out of a wheel bearing if you're not properly installing it. You know what I'm saying? So, and enough people are, you know, all mechanics out there. Everybody, you go into any of his parts places to sell parts, and you got another technician in there. And they all know how to do it. Because all they got to do is look on YouTube, and it tells you how to do it. And anyways, all right. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult to get this bearing off here because this thing's pressed on. And this thing can come off, this end piece, but that bearing there, a nada. That'd be a nada. That'd be a nada. That'll be a tripper. My bin's getting full. Bin's full. I'm trying to remember if I remember the case where somebody's put a wheel bearing on and had it so bad that I must have had seen that, where, you know, that the axle's hanging out, the bearing's wiped out, and their brake pedal's jumping up and down, and they blamed it on the wheel bearing, where the axle nut is loose, and all of that, you know what I'm saying? It's a bad wheel bearing. Who installed it? I did. I know what I'm doing. I watched YouTube, and I watched YouTube. Well, let me tell you, I don't know what we got for time, but I'm about, yeah, we got 10 minutes left. I figure we're getting close because I know that if I get up at, wake up at, I don't know, I woke up a few times last night because I kept thinking my alarm wasn't going to go off. I don't know why. It happens sometimes. I wake up at 1:45 and I look at my phone alarm and it's 1:45 and I'm like, why am I awake? You know what I'm saying? And then it was 4:40 something or other when I woke up again. I'm like, oh shoot, that clock's not work. My phone's not gonna work, and I'm gonna be late. And then I gotta listen to all that nonsense. And you were sent the wrong. Wonder why. It was a bolt on. Obviously, it was a bolt on wheel bearing, huh? I'm bringing over here. Oh, there you go. Hang on, I'm coming. What was that on, anyways? What was that on? So most of the time when a wheel bearing will fit, if a wheel bearing will fit your vehicle, and it's a bolt-on one, right? It's a bolt-on one because obviously you don't have a press to press it in. So the other option is if you got the wrong wheel bearing, I don't think you did this, but you could have, and you didn't do it on purpose. See, on one side of the wheel bearing has a no. So you put the whole knuckle bearing and all that on there, and some of those bearings have a toner ring in them, and some don't. And sometimes the bearing, the ABS sensor is mounted on the aluminum, and then some. I'm trying to figure what kind of car this is because I see the year, but you had to keep it unplugged to have brakes. Well, that kind of makes sense if it kind of makes sense if it wasn't a so did you have the bearing in the pigtail harness was part of the bearing, or was the bearing with a knuckle separate from the sensor? So I'm seeing if you're saying it's a Buick that if it's a Buick, most of those was a bolt on whole knuckle and all with a pigtail, and what you had to do is buzz the big nut up, unbolt the three bolts around the outside that came from the rotor side, and then you push the axle back in a little bit, and then you push the pigtail up through, and then you bolted it down. Uh, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, yeah. And you're saying that's you had to keep that unplugged because wow, well, that's interesting. That's interesting because I've never I don't recall that. So the ABS was working fine. The bearing went bad. You put another bearing in, and now you have that problem. That's what I. That's what I'm reading. Oh, yeah. I've never done that before in all my life. Yep. Um, different barcode. It still looked the same. Still had the same wire colors. Like three wires, right? Or was it four? I have four wire. It's been a minute since I've worked on a Buick, so I think they were just three wire. But I think they were three wire. I can't tell you the colors now. I can't tell you the colors, but I think it was a three, one, two, three. Um, that we're having Yeah, it was probably acting really weird with the pinch wire grounding out. Um, but you know, obviously after you put a new bearing in it, it's all good and golden, huh? You don't have the car anymore, anyways. That was a while ago, obviously. Yeah. Well, welcome to the channel, guys. We're just finishing out the last few minutes here talking about a vehicle. We just took some motors apart. If you want to watch this from the beginning, it should be released tomorrow. Um, once I shut it off, YouTube um, seems to filter it to see if I played any music in the background. It looked like I'm ready to fall asleep here in this chair, but got accordion. Got the accordion. That's really good on gas, man. I'm telling you. All right, we're gonna call her. We're gonna call her done. We're gonna call her done. I'm drinking way too much pop though. Way too much pop. 2-4? 240 and accordion, eh? I would think that I would think tomorrow that we could probably knock the rest of these motors out. At least the ones I got sitting there. At least these will be took. At least knock these apart here, and then I'm just warning you in case you come on. You don't want to come on early and you had to listen to me talk about um, busting motors apart, but it's always find something to talk about. I'm sure amongst it makes it go by faster. Well, I got a bunch of armor. I got a bunch of other ones to cut open over there, along with once I drag them over. So it doesn't take long to cut them open. It takes longer to. Doesn't take long to cut them. Takes longer to take them apart than that. And as far as I know, I don't know of any more hidden that I need to drag in, but I need to work on that motorcycle pretty soon. I never even I wanted to get the snow blower out that I had to fix, the big snow blower thing, and then I couldn't get it out around the corner because there was a big pile of snow, and no, we got no snow again. So we have it all fixed up, ready to go, huh? Maybe next year I can put it out like in the middle of the path, so I can crank her up and get her going. Because I was tired of climbing over the snow. I was climbing the boots, getting full of snow and all that stuff. We don't want to talk about snow no more. All right, we'll be back tomorrow, same time. We'll crack, we'll knock out busting these rest of these open, and I don't know. Maybe we can take some of those bearings off, a few of those, and maybe we can visit doing a little bit, at least disassemble of the of the motorcycle because I need to get at least that back wheel off so we can do a little bit of that. All right. Peace out. Have a good evening, and thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing and all that stuff. Well, see you again.